She's real fine, my 409. She's real fine, my 409, my 409. Well, I saved my pennies and I saved my dimes. Giddy up, 409.
So I go to the car show, the classic car show. My favorite, actually, there's a number of favorites. A 57 Chrysler 300D, unbelievable. The big Hemi engine with the twin carbs, twin four-barrel carbs. I say to my friend Alan, are they hard to keep together? He said, no, not at all. He said, he's a mechanic who's done this for 40, 50 years. I don't know how long. He said, no, they're very easy to maintain. He said, these older cars are very easy to maintain. They were much easier than the new ones. There was a 49 Cat convertible, a light green. Oh, my God, I love that car. I really always wanted like a 53 Caddy convertible. I mean, I could buy one, but I don't, because it's just more to take care of. But I realized my love affair with engines and cars and why liberals hate them. Why do liberals hate, for example, the Indy 500? Why do they hate stock car racing? Why do they hate everything to do with cars? Well, there's a number of reasons. One, let's stick to the classic car. The reason libs hate classic car shows is they represent two things that libs detest. They represent affluence, that you have enough money to maintain a car like this, and you take pleasure in showing it to somebody. That's number one. That's so unliberal. And number two, freedom. It represents the freedom to do what the hell you want with your money, not send it to Indonesia after an earthquake, for example. Like, let the government take care of it. It's not my problem. Stop demanding I take care of the whole world. I really don't care about the whole world. I'd rather buy a 1957 Chrysler 300D, if you don't mind. And then, of course, it's the green thing, the big greens, the liars. They fly all over the world to protest a little too much, as far as I am concerned. Anyway, here we are. You have the biggest environmental disaster in history. Where is FEMA? Where is the Federal Emergency Management Agency? Has anyone heard from the manager of FEMA? The answer is no. And where is the Department of Homeland Security? You remember what Big Sis Napolitano said a few months ago? That terrorism is not the department's number one priority, but that an environmental disaster would be her number one priority. Where is she? Bowling somewhere with Janet Reno? Nobody knows where she is. What the hell is going on with this administration under Obama? Obama failed in this case from top to bottom. He failed to show up in the Gulf until 12 days after the rig blew up. He was nowhere in the early days of the spill. The federal government took no action in the first God knows how many days. Obama's federal agencies were slow to use dispersant chemicals to break up the oil. Obama failed to mobilize enough boats to deploy booms and containment devices and left it up to local officials. Obama failed by insisting this was BP's problem. The spill happened in U.S. waters. Obama could have used the military to help. He did not. Obama rejected the offers of Japan, France, China, and Russia, even though these nations have deep-sea submarines and robots that can work a mile under the ocean. Obama failed to erect barrier berms. If Obama had done half of these things, he might have prevented the worst environmental disaster in history. Even John McShane, with all his hemming and hawing, would have gotten angry and demanded immediate action from his subordinates. But because Obama knows how to run a campaign but not a government, this disaster has been the result. You must read the article, Poof Goes the Myth About Obama by Jennifer Rubin, and she quotes Stuart Gottlieb of Yale University's Jackson Institute for Global Affairs, where he writes, "From the earliest days of the campaign, the Obama movement contained two political time bombs. First, the curse of absurdly high expectations. Well, blame us for that. We're going to change America, then we're going to change the world. And second, electing to office a president with no governing or leadership experience. And now the chickens are also coming home to roost on the leadership and competency question. The White House is continually slow off the mark, reactive, defensive, and unsure of its footing. It appears it is over its head. It will be difficult, if not impossible, to rebuild the Obama brand because it never really existed as a tangible thing in the first place. In other words, you were conned. You were conned. You were conned. Welcome to reality. Reality. A reality shot. You get it every day in the Savage Nation.
Savage.